Contrary to common belief, putting on large amounts of muscle mass is a lot more straightforward than a lot of people make it out to be. However, back when I was 120 pounds, I thought it was a near impossible task. So today, I want to break down exactly how you should go about bulking up, putting on muscle mass, even if you are a hard gainer. So before we begin, we first need to understand how muscle is actually built. To get a grasp of how and why we grow muscle tissue, lose body fat, or see any kind of physical change within our bodies, we have to take a look back at the beginning. We have to look at the body from an objective perspective at what it actually is, an organic adaptation machine. So your body and my body has one main purpose, and that is to survive. Therefore, every single trait we have today came from natural selection. You don't just get bigger for the sake of being bigger. You grow as a means to achieve a different adaptation. For example, if you train and lift heavy, your body will adapt in a way of growing muscle tissue or making that tissue more capable of handling certain weight. So in order for you to build muscle mass, what you need to be doing is placing a certain muscle under a particular amount of stress in order for it to grow, for it to adapt. In other words, if you are not training at a particular intensity that is challenging your body and giving it a reason to grow, then there is no hope in hell of you building any kind of muscle mass. And that leads me on to a calorie surplus. So a calorie surplus is the thing that happens outside of the gym that allows your body to have certain reserves to build muscle mass or to increase certain energy levels. So training hard in the gym and a calorie surplus go hand in hand. If you are looking to put on muscle mass, you have to be taking into account what you do in the gym and what you do out of the gym, and that comes into play with what you put into your body. So a calorie surplus is created when there is an imbalance within what you consume and what you expend. So you want to be eating in a caloric surplus 90% of the time if you are a hard gainer, if you are someone looking to build muscle mass. You need that increase of calorie reserve to allow yourself to put more energy towards your workouts, get better muscular contractions, have more blood flow towards the muscle, as well as to recover post-workout. There is the breaking down of the muscle, and then there's the rebuilding better, stronger tissue. So a calorie surplus is when you are consuming more calories than you expend, and a calorie deficit is when you are eating less calories than you expend. It's the very basics of nutrition, but for a standard rule of thumb, you can equate calorie surplus to muscular gain or weight gain in general, and a calorie deficit to fat loss or weight loss in general. So if you're sitting there saying that I've tried absolutely everything and I still can't seem to get in the calories that I need to build that muscle, to recover from those workouts, to have that energy to go into that workout and give it all that you have, then I've got a few solutions for you. Starting off with the first one, and that is to incorporate more fats within your diet. And if you are someone who is struggling to eat enough calories that you need to create a calorie surplus, then fats will be your best friend. The reason why that is because fats are going to be denser in calories than the other two macronutrients, being proteins and carbs. So carbohydrates, proteins are going to possess 4 calories per gram, and then fats, on the other hand, are going to have 9 calories per gram, over 2 times the amount, and they're a lot easier to get in and digest and consume. Think about like a tablespoon of just oil in general, which is about 90 calories, as opposed to, a full whole banana, which is probably the same equivalent amount of calories. What one do you think is going to be easier to get down? And that is why it's so important to incorporate more fats within your diet if you are just someone who just does not like eating. If you don't like piling up on rice or potato or cereals or oats or anything like that, then definitely incorporate more fats within your diet, because it's going to be a bit of a cheat code to you getting in more calories. Think about this. If you have 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, you add it into anything you want. If you're having a shake, if you're having a post-workout meal, if you're having cereal, if you're having toast, put on an extra tablespoon of peanut butter. That is going to be another 90 calories, and just think about how easy that would be to get down the hatch. The last thing I propose you to do is create a homemade mass gainer shake. Legit, all you would need is a good source of whey protein and a blender that will cost you literally $20. If you go to Walmart, if you go to Kmart, wherever, you can definitely pick a good blender up for like 20 buckaroonies. So now you obviously will need to be putting some more stuff in here. So I'm going to break down the ingredient list for you that you can definitely try out. It tastes absolutely phenomenal, and I know you guys will absolutely love it. So what we have first and foremost, guys, is whey protein. We're going to go with 1.5 scoops of that. You can up that as well if you need, if you are looking to really just get in all your macronutrients in this shake throughout the day. Next thing you're going to do is 1 large banana. We're going to do 200 grams of frozen berries, 1 cup of almond milk, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter or almond butter, oats, 1 cup of that. If you are looking to increase the calories of that, chuck in 1 more cup of oats. It will blend up very, very easily, and it's going to help you get in a ton more calories. Cinnamon, 1 pinch, kale, 1 handful. I guarantee you will not taste it at all. It just will turn your shake green. It's not that big of a deal, but you won't taste it at all. You'll get some more micronutrients. It's probably the best way to do so. And finally, finishing up with 1 tablespoon of honey for that taste. So this is gonna be well over 1,000 calories, guys. I guarantee you it won't be anything over like a liter of liquid. you'll easily be able to get it down the hatch. And if you get into the routine of just having that each morning, that's gonna set yourself up to really build upon that calorie surplus. So that is it for me right now, guys. I hope you did enjoy these hard gaining tips. Try them out for yourselves. Let me know how you like them below. Drop a like if you did enjoy the video, and I'll make ones just like this. And I'll catch you in the next one. Arigato, Mr. Robato.